Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today's video actually is coming from a comment on our previous video, जिसपे किसी ने कहा था कि maybe we should be comparing all the cases we ever tested. So we're going to be doing just that and giving you a list of good cases to buy. So stay tuned and watch till the end. Now before we get into just showing you the list and the graph, वगैरह, we want to clear up 2-3 things. Now we have testing data for over 1,000 systems. अब उसको हमको ड्रिल डाउन करना था और वी हैड टू डू एन एप्पल टू एप्पल कंपैरिजन. वी कैन नॉट डू एन अनफेयर कंपैरिजन. वी कैन नॉट डू अ लिक्विड कूलिंग केस कंपैरिजन विद अ नॉर्मल एयर कूलर केस कंपैरिजन. We can't compare air temperatures for a different processor with another different processor. We cannot compare Lianli Dynamic Excel जिसमें 9 फैन भर दिए हैं with another case which has stock fans, just 3 fans and 1 exhaust. So we can't possibly be doing that. So we just put simple criteria. Number 1, we selected the processor to be 5600X. वो processor हो गया. Number 2, we decided to fix the cooler at 240 mm. We couldn't have it stock. We couldn't have it 360. We couldn't compare air cooler and liquid cooler. So we decided we'll stick to 240 mm AIO. वो number 2 हो गया. Number 3, we decided motherboard का chipset भी same रखेंगे. In certain cases, जब motherboard chipset is not able to completely give power to the CPU, sometimes it runs slightly hotter. So we decided to make the chipset also the same. So we are on a B550 chipset, a 240 mm AIO and 5600X in stock configuration on the case. Now इतना सब filter डालने के बाद we got somewhere to 200 and 250 systems. Now ये 250 systems का हमने क्या किया? The minimum temperature recorded, that is the idle temperature recorded, उसका average निकाला और इसका मैक्स टेम्परेचर रिकॉर्डेड अंडर लोड टेम्परेचर रिकॉर्डेड उसका एवरेज निकाला. ये निकाल के हमने इसको एवरेज आउट कर दिया. सो एनी वेरिएशंस उसमें एवरेज में ठीक हो जाएंगी. लास्टली द पॉइंट टू रिमेंबर इज आवर एम्बिएंट टेम्परेचर इन आवर टेस्टिंग रूम इज कांस्टेंट 23 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. तो हाँ, वो भी सॉर्टेड था. नाउ लेट्स गेट इनटू द लिस्ट. नाउ विल शो यू 2 लिस्ट. वन विल बी सॉर्टेड बाय द मैक्स टेम्परेचर रिकॉर्डेड, एवरेज ऑफ द मैक्स टेम्परेचर रिकॉर्डेड, and the second list. Fuck. So we're going to be showing you 2 lists. Now list number 1 is going to be having sorting by max temperatures recorded, and surprise surprise. So starting off with list number 1, sorted by lowest idle temperature on average. Now we see H500P ARGB from Cooler Master at number 1. Then उसके नीचे Metallic Gear Neo at number 2. उसके बाद आगे you see the LANCOOL 2 mesh which actually performs better in the other filter that we have. Surprise inclusion is MSI का case Gunggir 110M. Then we go all the way, the list is there on your screen, the graph is there on your screen. You see all of these cases that are on your screen are performing very decently. किसी में कुछ दिक्कत नहीं है. We are barely crossing over 40 by the end of our list. So our list 2 is sorted by low to high on max load temperatures. Now unsurprisingly it's P400A, which actually kind of changed the industry in the way कि a lot of cases started adding front mesh. Not just this, a whole lot of other brands as well, like P500A तो इसी का था. उसके बाद H510 Flow में आया है, CM के मॉडल्स में आया है, इनफैक्ट Antec के मॉडल्स में आया है. A lot of other people have taken inspiration from the design. Fractal का Torrent is also kind of a mesh front design. So yes, we are looking at more and more cases go the mesh route. So एक हिसाब से बोल सकते हैं कि this case has started that revolution. Too bad ये इंडिया में बहुत कम स्टॉक में रहता है. Anyway, moving ahead, H500P mesh is number 2. Define 7 from Fractal is number 3. Metallic Gear Neo Cube surprisingly number 4 पे आ रहा है. And moving ahead, we see the regular suspects. हमको आगे LANCOOL 2 mesh दिखता है, LANCOOL 215 भी दिखता है. And yeah, and you will notice that all these cases that I mentioned, सारों में front mesh है, and hence we see a lower max temperature as compared to the loads of other cases that we have tested. So yeah, so yes, that was our video, short and sweet with information packed. You can take screen grabs of our graph as well अगर आपको इसमें कुछ help हो रहा है तो. But just keep in mind this list is not exhaustive. It's a very drilled down list in the sense कि हमने एक particular condition लगा के compare किया है cases को. Now we can actually give you comparisons for every processor as well. वो भी कर सकते हैं हम लोग, बट देन दिस वीडियो विल बिकम क्रेजी. मतलब 5900X के लिए अलग ग्राफ बना लिया, 58 के लिए अलग, i7 के लिए, i9 के लिए, हम पागल हो जाएंगे. हम ऐसा नहीं कर सकते. एंड एक सॉर्ट ऑफ सेंस भी चला जाता है वीडियो का. सो दैट इज़ द रीज़न हमने ऐसा स्पेसिफिक कंपैरिजन बनाया है ताकि हमको जितना बड़ा डेटा सेट मिले और उसका एवरेज निकाला है. So hope you guys liked watching the video. Now do let us know if you would like to see something similar done for graphic cards where we are comparing load and idle temperatures and max clock speed at stock settings. Now we have data of 1000 के ऊपर डेटा है उसका भी, पर वही है सवाल यही आता है कि at least that video is going to be less stringent because we don't have to put that many filters. We can just straight away select a chipset, select a graphic card and start comparing. So let's do that. What do you say? So yeah, thank you for watching our video. Like, share and subscribe. और यार बाकी कर लो यार, हो गया. The fuck bro, अपन गलत sorting कर लिए ना.
Enjoy the next 30 minutes of uninterrupted listening.